Here we go. So anyways, as you can see by the whatchamacallit, hold on here, let me, the license plate or whatever it's called, it is a Corolla. Like,
I like the Photoshop job that you've done on the
well, I just
shadow.
try to clean it up, I just try to clean it up. That's all I did, but it says best car there, but it's like right in the middle of the thing. Come on, this one's not bad. The other one was really bad. I remember that.
It's better than the Z.
Yeah, the
I'm-
Z was that was bad. Yeah.
Now that you've drawn my attention to it, Taro, I can't ever not unsee it now,
Yeah, well,
and
sorry.
it's
Just a
getting
little-
worse. It's getting
There's-
worse the more I look at it.
For some reason, there's a katakana "be," the "be" on the wheel.
Okay,
And it's
you know
not-
what? You
it's
know
not
what? I'm
on
not
the-
even going to try anymore. Okay.
Just
It's
leave
not
it.
only that; it's the
Just
top
leave it
left-hand
there.
corner above the windscreen is the one I'm more concerned of, where the road just sort of merges
Oh,
into
right
the
there.
grass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right here on the
it's-
top. Yeah.
It's really flashing to me now. It's like two beacons I've got going off. It's unbelievable.
Okay, I'm not even going to try it. But anyways, okay, so I guess the current king of the hot Japanese hatches right now, I would think, will probably be the Honda Civic Type R. Like a D segment car, which isn't really a sports car like the
Agreed.
86 or
Agreed.
anything. So, and that front drive compact car is pretty much becoming legendary in my eyes, just because it's set the a record at Nürburgring, which I don't think it has anymore, but I think they might want to go get it back. I'm not sure, but it is probably one of the fastest, one of the most dialed in front wheel drive cars like in the marketplace, and Honda knows how to do front wheel drive cars. And it has a really, really good following among import enthusiasts. As I will point out, our next generation Honda Civic Type R scoop videos, I think over 3,000 views. So looks like there's a lot of interest in that. So now, while Toyota, and Toyota tries to do everything well, but they're sometimes they're having a hard time trying to get be like the number one sporty car in any segment. But while Toyota's upped its compact hatch game with the recently introduced Yaris GR, unfortunately it's not a car we get here, but it's a car that Arisa, the drifter, is drifting right now, and she's talked well about it. We haven't really driven yet because it's not available here. But we hear that Toyota will be adding to the Yaris GR with a new version of the Corolla, which will be due out as soon as this September. So we're talking like 5 months. So this car will go by the name the Corolla Sports GRMN. And Taro, do you remember what GRMN stands for?
Gazoo Racing.
Yes. Do you remember what the MN stands for?
What was the MN?
You don't remember, do you, James?
Mitani.
No, I wish. German Meister Nürburgring. So
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Nürburgring.
thought it was the Nürburgring, right?
Yeah, so GRMN stands for, Gazoo Racing, Master of the Nürburgring. So if anyone asks, now you know.
That's right.
So this car will come powered by a turbocharged 1.6 liter inline 3, which is basically the same power plant as the Yaris GR. And you're getting 272 horsepower out of this inline 3, 1.6 liter inline 3, and 272 pound-feet of torque. So it's going to be a very, very fast, very quick car. We are hearing, 0 to 60 times in the low 5s or even under 5. It'll come mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, which means, yes, the manual gearbox is not dead. It seems like more and more cars are, these performance cars are coming with a manual gearbox. The GR Yaris, the Yaris GR comes with the manual gearbox also.
No,
And-
is this
yes.
a rumor or is it like pretty close to being a reality kind of thing?
I would say pretty close to being reality, but it's still a rumor. Our ninja otakus are very, very, very.
Otaku info. Yep.
Yeah. Or else, I would have a concept picture instead of this car with a bat on the wheel. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll come into a 6-speed manual gearbox, and this one just like the Yaris, will be all-wheel drive. So that kind of gets me to talk to our racing expert, James. James, they have a Yaris, which is, Yaris is a pretty small car. This one's a little bigger. I mean, which one would I think, would be more WRC-esque,
Well, the Yaris, because that's the one they race in the WRC.
Yeah, but they used to run the Corolla. So why do that with a Corolla then? What that is it because? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just think that they've got the Yaris is the one that they're pushing. I think they push in more markets than they do the Corolla. But I think that the reality is the Yaris comes in at a more conventional price point. So a lower price point would help them do with the sales. I also think, though, that this image that you sent up seems to be, shall we say, it looks a little less, not as aggressive as the GR Yaris. I mean, I could think that we should see a lot more aero on a Corolla if it's going to be wear that moniker. So I think that while the front looks right, I think this might be more aero coming on this Corolla if it does go into production, which makes sense to me of putting the engine and drivetrain you've got into a slightly bigger platform. I don't think it'd be too much of a stretch to make that happen.
Oh, and then kind of cater to the enthusiasts, the driving enthusiasts who need a little bit bigger car or something, right?
Exactly. I mean, obviously the Yaris is 2-door. This is 4-door. It's a very, very similar platform. So it doesn't take much development costs, I assume. Obviously, it's going to still be millions of development costs, but relative to creating a new model with the same engine, it gives you more options for people that like 4 doors as opposed to ones that have the 2 doors. I mean,
I think they have a 4-door Yaris as well, though.
Not in the GR Yaris, though, Tara.
Oh, the GR.
Yeah, the GR is pretty much WRC. WRC.
I see. Yeah,
WRC.
So if you're going for that performance, then it makes sense. Why not do the 4-door as a Corolla and the 2-door as the Yaris and have 2 different cars with the same sort of similar performance figures and go into 2 different markets?
Well, right on James's logic there, our Otaku Ninjas came back to us and said, Toyota isn't necessarily aiming to move in on the Honda Civic Type R's turf. Even though they're both 4 doors, they're about the same size, I think D segment or what have you. And because, number one of it's because of its 4-wheel drive layout. But instead, they say that the company is going after the Germans, most notably Volkswagen and the Golf GTI and the Golf R variant. So the Golf GTI is, pretty much the same size, same 4-door hatch. And the Golf GTI produces 228 horsepower, which is considerably lower than the Corolla Sports GRMN, if all our information is correct. And if Toyota it tends to go after the Golf R variant, it'll need a lot more power than what this current engine's giving, because the Golf R variant produces 333 horsepower from its turbocharged 2-liter inline 4. So, I don't know if this Corolla is going to even move up even more, but I think with a 1.6-liter inline 3, turbocharged, I think at 272, almost 300 horsepower is pretty, I would think, maxed out on that for a production car. So we won't know, but this car will fit right in between the two Golfs. No word on price for this Corolla Sports GRMN, or if it will be available in the US. Let's hope it is. But if it's going to follow in the footsteps of the GR Yaris, it probably won't make it here, but maybe they made this one so it can come to North America. So let's hope we will be on the lookout for this car. Any thoughts on this car, guys?
I mean, I obviously really like it. A fun fact.
Sounds like
the first car that I purchased on Gran Turismo Sport was the GR Yaris. That's the first car that I acquired there. So I'm just saying that I'm a big fan, and if they can bring this a sporty a GR version of the Corolla over here to the US, I'm all in for that. That'd be fantastic.
And being a Brit, you kind of like these kind of touring cars, rally car.
Definitely. I like the smaller car. I mean, I don't think there's any need for bigger cars. This is perfect for me. I mean, the 4 doors make it handy to put stuff in the back, a little easier. But I like it. I'm all in. I would do anything to drive that GR Yaris. If I had the same drivetrain in this Corolla, same thing. Want to be all over
both cars, yeah.
And I wonder if it's like Oh, I was just wondering if this car would be competing against like the, Subarus, the STIs, or
Oh, I totally think so, don't you?
more of those than the Type R Corolla.
I totally
the
think so, but I
Civic
think the
Type R.
Subaru is gonna, yeah, but the Subaru I think is gonna be on another level just because the engine's a lot bigger, right? And that's a flat 4. This one's still an inline 3, so it might come in lower price.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could, yeah. And Toyota owns a lot of Subaru, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Subaru's all, Toyota owns a lot of shares in Subaru, so I don't know if they want to go cannibalizing each other too much, but
I just pulled up
much,
I was going to say, Sam, I just pulled up the GI Yaris there, which just shows what I mean by I think it'd need to have more.
It's small.
Well, no, it's more aggressive bodywork than what the Corolla
yeah.
that you're showing. You know what I mean? How wide it is there at the front and the back.
Oh, I love the rear fender flares. Yeah, but yeah, the bulging fenders. But yeah, and it is small. So I mean, I would, well, put it this way, James, which car, if you had the choice of both cars, which car would be in your garage?
I'd happily take either. I'd have no.
I say give me the 4-door.
If I'm looking at the style of what we're predicting this based on that, I prefer the looks of the Yaris because I think it's a lot more aggressive, and I'm a little boy racer at heart. But if I wanted to shock people at the traffic lights and not give up, like my wife, maybe she'd probably want the Corolla.
Yeah, but let's just say the Corolla, that's a concept drawing. So let's say the Corolla is pretty, it's got some flair.
Yeah, I'd like the 4-door. It gives you, it makes it a little easier just to put stuff in the back.
Yeah, Carl, you too, probably, right? You have the.
Yeah, I would go for the 4-door if if they came out with that thing and it's what they say, or what you say is what they come out with.
What we should do? See if these guys would like this. We should come with like a Ninja Otaku logo or something and come up with shirts. People go, whoa, what is that? It'd be good promotion, Carl. Our Ninja Otakus would like it, but we can't, we can't reveal their sources because,
our next Podspeed T-shirts will be with the Ninja Otakus on them.
Oh, very cool.
There we go. That's what you want to say.
Very cool. Well, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it looks like we're all in agreement that Toyota, this car would be really cool to have out here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think
thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up for everyone.
I put my toes up as well if need be for this one. I'm all
you really, yeah. Well, we don't see James get this excited about some of these scoops, so I'm feeling good vibes here, buddy. So.
That's it. That's how everyone should gauge my reactions on cars, and if James likes it, we'll bring it to market.
Okay. So